Hey guys, in this lecture mini-series, we are going to talk about conversions between mass, moles, and amount. So as you'll see as we move forward in the class, there are many problems in chemistry that require you to carry out conversions between the mass of a substance, the number of moles of that substance, or even the number of individual atoms or molecules in that substance. And so what we want to do in this mini-series is develop some problem-solving strategies for solving these types of problems. Now this can be a bit of a bottleneck and a challenge for some students, but the good news is that really these strategies boil down to remembering only two conversion factors and then using our unit conversion, using dimensional analysis to analyze those units and set up conversions to essentially solve whatever problem we need to involving mass, moles, and amount. So the basic conversions are laid out down here in this diagram. Starting on the left-hand side, we have grams, okay? The first conversion factor that we're going to be applying a lot in this mini-series is the actual molar mass of a substance, right? And so the molar mass of a substance, remember it's given to us in grams per mole, allows us to quickly convert back and forth between grams and moles of the substance. So if you are in grams and you want to move to moles, then you will just divide by that molar mass. If you have moles and you want to move back to grams, then you will multiply by that molar mass. Right? Now our next conversion factor is going to take us from units of moles and allow us to convert back and forth between atoms, molecules, and that number of moles. And of course the conversion factor here is going to be none other than Avogadro's number, right? And so we are in moles and we want to figure out how many individual atoms or molecules we have. We are going to be multiplying by Avogadro's number. And if we start off with the number of individual atoms or moles and we want to go back to an individual number of atoms or molecules and we want to go back to moles, then we will be dividing by Avogadro's number. So to sum all of this up, I've made a little table here that basically carries through the overarching process that you will have to follow for solving any one of these mass, moles, and amount problems. Okay? And so the first step, like we do with any word problem, is to identify the given units, then identify the desired units, and then outline a set of conversions. Sometimes it'll take more than one. Outline whatever set of conversions you need in order to convert those given units to the desired units. So what we have to remember here, right, as we saw in the previous diagram, if we were going from grams to moles, we are going to be using the molar mass, and specifically we're going to be dividing by the molar mass. And notice how if you start off with the grams and you divide by a molar mass, units of grams cancel out and we end up in moles. Right? Similarly, if we start off in moles and we want to end up in grams, then we're going to end up multiplying by that molar mass so that the units of moles cancels out. All right? Now, if we start off in the number of moles and we want to count individual atoms or molecules, a number of particles, then we are going to be multiplying by Avogadro's number, Na. And remember, Avogadro's number tells us how many particles are in 1 mole. All right? So we carry out that conversion and we end up with just number of particles, right? And conversely, if we start off with number of particles and we want to end up in the number of moles, then we're going to be dividing by Avogadro's number. So that number of particles cancels out and we will be left in units of moles. Now, once you've used this table of conversion factors and mapped out a little pathway to take you from those given units to the desired units, the final step is to simply carry out that conversion. Plug those values into the calculator and then you'll be home free. Okay, and so the next little set of mini lecture videos that you're going to follow in this playlist are essentially going to take you through a series of problems that apply these conversion factors, Avogadro's number and the molar mass in a variety of different contexts.